Hello and welcome back to more games on Arena, played in December 2018. Today between Lojza in green as the Slavs, and it's Dobbs actually. Then Dobbs, 351, 2K plus player on Arena. I think that's Arena Arabia mix rating, not sure about it. I'm not sure Dobbs plays some Arena, I'm not sure if he's playing a lot of... Ooh, and he lost the villager, that's not good. Guess he missed that will for a second or so. And Dobbs 2K plus, Lojza 2K plus, should be an interesting matchup. Dobbs here as the Spanish. Slavs against Spanish, in my opinion, interesting matchup. Spanish probably considered to be better here, but Slavs is a very strong arena civilization, so maybe I'm wrong even. Maybe they can defend from the conquistadors, monks, etc. Let's find out. And of course, I'm going to start with the maps here. We won't see a rush. Actually, Lojza played 5 games against Dobbs, I think, in a row, and managed to win 4 out of those 5 games, so this is one of those games. And Lojza, I think, even trashed at one point, at least judging from the feudal age times. But let's find out. Deer inside, which is nice. Extra stone, extra gold. Lojza's map already amazing, with the main gold also safe in the back. Only the third gold outside, the main stone on the side, kind of forwardish the second stone outside. Wait, that's an extra gold, whereas that's... Am I missing the second gold here? Third, second gold. Let me find out. Is it somewhere away? That's the, let's say that's the second gold. Where is, oh, on the other side. So second gold on the left hand side is outside but close to the walls. Third gold a little bit more away from that corner gate. Second stone quite close here. One relic close to this base, another relic quite close as well. But main gold on the back and extra gold, extra stone on the back. This should be enough for him with the main stone on the side. I think he has a pretty nice map. Deer inside, boars inside. It's all pretty amazing to play with. Dobbs with the main gold forwardish and the main stone quite far forward. 3 villagers on that side. The second stone outside, the third gold on the left hand side is outside, so this area might be important later on. And also the main gold is not so easy to protect. Second gold at least in the back and an extra gold in the back here. Extra berries. I couldn't imagine TC coming up here later on to get some extra food in. Lojza is the first to click up to Castle Age. This is the relic in the neutral zone. We have one relic quite close to Dobbs and another one relatively close as well. So the map from Lojza is a little bit better, and Slavs with a very strong economy. If this is going to Imperial Age, I guess the Slavs should have the edge here. Let's see how Lojza is going to play this. Actually, houses, market, blacksmith is kind of walling off already, and I think that's not even a bad idea. The scout from Dobbs is in and took some arrows from the TC, so now he needs to run back. Dobbs will lose the scout here. Not the best start for him ever. And we're going to see Monastery coming up from Lojza. I guess one extra TC on the main stone on that wood line. Another TC will follow soon. For Spanish, we have a castle coming up, 650 stone, and that means no extra TCs yet. Third farm, and we might see a monastery coming up very soon. But the third TC needs to, second TC, the extra, needs to wait a little bit longer. We're going to see a fight for map control here from Dobbs. Not sure if Lojza is actually going to compete. Lojza has the first monk on the way to grab one of those relics. He should be able to get away with 2 of them. And I think the third TC also on the way, on the wood line in the back here. Not going for the main gold, but I prefer to see the TCs on the wood lines, let's be honest here. You need a lot of wood in early Castle Age. And gold, not so much. Now, Lojza is sending villagers to stone, which is interesting. Maybe he wants to go in for his own castle, just in case here. He was able to grab one of the relics here on the right, but on the left-hand side there is Conquistadors waiting. 3 monks though, and those Conquistadors might fall pretty fast. And by fall I mean get converted. Even a wolf helping out. T9 Tibu incoming, that's the first conversion, look at this. And we are going to see maybe another conversion. No, 1 monk going down. This monk with a relic will die too. Should have tried to convert here instead of bring the relic home. Lojza with a small mistake, I guess, but it's no biggie really. Wilbur and gold mining coming in. Another monastery now coming up to defend from the conquistadors. Dobbs should be able to get the 4 relics in though. And Lojza, of course, ahead in villagers by 16, actually 15 now. While Dobbs with a second TC, I guess. Yes, on the wood line, quite close to that second gold. And a third TC, but he put a mill on these extra berries and a TC a little bit on that corner of the wood line. which means you don't have so much food available for the Conquistadors, and you need to see how many villages are you going to produce. How many farms do you have already? That's actually a decent number as far as I can see. And Dobbs still has map control, but can he do the damage already? Doesn't look like he's going to do major damage in Castle Age. Lojza should be prepared quite well for the Imperial Age coming up. And Lojza, as you can see, is quite close with the food count. He's going with the castle now in front of his main TC. That's actually the 4 tiles that he left open, so 7 away from the TC. It's nice to see that. And we're going to see an Imperial Age click quite soon. University is up, and double monastery didn't really need that. I guess that was just to prevent any conquistadors from doing major damage. He's got 4 monks around. Imperial Age click will come within seconds. 7, 18, 15. There we go. Lojza on the way to Imperial Age and going with the mining camp. Are we going to see boyars here? That would be awesome. He is going with more villages on stone, but I guess it should be halberdiers, and that's the first barracks. 1 heavy plow is coming up. Dobbs doing town watch. And Petard, actually. That's quite a good amount of conquistadors. That's a dozen of them. 12 conquistadors attacking that barracks, but there's the 4 monks. And that's 1, 2 petards on the way to pop down that gate, maybe, or just a piece of wall, not sure. But Lojza is walled here, and I guess he could go for stone walls as well if he needed to, behind those houses, the blacksmith market. Pikemen on the way, squires coming up, more barracks coming up as well. And there it is, the opening in the walls, conquistadors moving in. But this is a pretty strong defensive structure. The castle plus the TC will make sure those conquistadors cannot really do a lot without taking major damage. And quick houses. Lojza is even opening the walls now. Maybe he could expand the walls here. Up to Imperial Age now. The siege workshop forward and the barracks coming up from Dobbs. But Dobbs is not on the way to Imp. He invested quite a lot into those conquistadors, and I think with halberdier coming up, chainmail armor, 2-man saw, and then maybe, not sure, some form of siege, cap ram, siege ram possibly. We might see a lot of military units from Lojza on the map, and even though the conquistadors are technically stronger, the halberdiers can do a lot of damage. Siege workshop now coming up forward, a few monks to support that, and elite skirmishers plus fletching on the way from Dobbs. He wants to fight this in Castle Age apparently. Let's check his resources, actually good in gold, but doesn't have the food to click up to Imperial Age. Now it's the time to decide, I guess. Are you going for a Castle Age army and delay your Imperial Age further, or are you going up? Conquistador is actually able to take down quite a lot of those monks. Nice micro by Dobbs. And skirmishers, he can actually afford to lose them. Conquistador is not so much probably, and that's why he's microing his ass off. And it's not looking bad here. Boatkin arrow coming up. Now he should click up to Imperial Age, maybe buy 200 food. But we're not seeing that. Ballistics with large armor, more conquistadors coming up. And he only has 1 castle for now. 644 stones, so he should go for that second castle. Still trying to micro against halberdiers, but there will be more and more and more and more and more. And Lojza is even going for onagers, so he's going for the standard like army composition for Slavs, which is the halberdiers, possibly champions if needed. And then onagers or siege rams or even heavy scorpions is a possibility here. Iron casting coming up. The conquistadors are strong, but the halberdiers will make sure that those conquistadors have to run for their life every time those get close. Onagers going down fast here, actually nice split moves, but this time a few of those conquistadors are actually dying, and with the elite skirmishers on the field, the onagers will be happy. Hey, there is some target for me. Let's get a few dead skirmishers up here. Cap ram, treadmill crane, blast furnace coming up. Imperial Age finally on the way for Dobbs. He will be there soon. But what then? How's the resources looking for Dobbs? Actually quite decent. But what can you do? Bombard cannons maybe? Hand cannoneers, not so much. I guess elite skirmishers, bombard cannons, and hussars, no. Champions, they're not good enough. Actually, halberdiers plus onagers seems quite strong now. Your own halberdiers might be helpful, and conquistadors can be a nice addition, as well as monks. Go for block printing, redemption monks against those onagers, then you will be fine. Siege rams though from Lojza coming up, and Lojza is ahead by 14 villagers still, but he had a lot more economy over the game, over the course of the game. And now Trebuchet is hitting that initial castle, while the rams are taking care of those forward archer ranges. Elite skirmishers just waiting in the back here. I guess he didn't want to micro them maybe. And the siege rams will take a lot of those arrow fires of those arrows from the elite skirmishers as well. Elite Conquistador, actually Dobbs is saying, let's go for my unique unit, let's go for all the upgrades. He's missing Bloodlines though, and that is not good. You should have Bloodlines and Husbandry by now, and Bloodlines finally coming up. That's good, and at least he's recognizing it. But Lojza is sending more Halberdiers and now a lot of Siege Rams. Look at this, that's just beautiful. Lojza's very low on everything. Siege Onager, that's why that is. He's got the Siege Onager upgrade on the way, and Siege Rams, Siege Onagers plus Halberdiers. I don't think Elite Conquistadors will be strong enough against that. They are elite, they have the +2 defense, only missing +4 I think. Lightcav on the way for Dobbs, and Lightcav makes sense against the siege units, but there's so many Halberdiers coming up that I don't know if it's the best idea, and this is really hard to counter. Maybe your own Siege Rams and Onagers might be an option here for Dobbs. And Lojza, look at the resources, this is just amazing. Did he cancel a Siege Onager? Possibly. Or did he lose a Siege Workshop that was maybe researching that? I'm not sure. Maybe Lojza is saying, no, I'm going a different line. Chain Barding Armor, Bloodlines, please tell me you're going for the Boyars. Oh, please, 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 don't go for Stables. No, it's Halberdiers, but I would love to see Elite Boyars now. Cavalier, I'm sad now. Lojza, why not the unique unit? You have to cast this, that would be so much fun. And instead of the Cavalier, Elite Boyars might be so amazing to see. Cavalier will do the trick here because Elite Skirmishers will fall very fast, and the Elite Conquistadors are good against Cavalier, but still, you need to micro. Lojza also 2 more castles in the bank. I'm so disappointed now. And Lojza is playing very well, of course. Dobbs has a difficult standing here, did not do enough damage in Castle Age, wasn't able to really go in to use the Conquistadors to get that investment back. Husbandry, Ring Archer, Armor, Dobbs is trying to get as many upgrades as possible. Now Lightcav moving out, and the military numbers are quite close. But still, Lojza now with the Cavalier will be able to take down a lot of those elite skirmishes. The Siege Ram is taking away the last of the HP from that castle, and now Dobbs will lose all his trash units here by against those few Cavaliers. And Chain Barding Armor, Chemistry, but Castle and Siege Workshop coming up forward, more Siege Rooms on the way. This is looking good for Lojza, let's be honest. Full map control, a Siege Workshop and the barracks on the other side, and an outpost coming up to find out. You could cut through the forest, you could just use the Onagers. The Siege Rams are approaching that castle now, and even the Cavalier are strong enough at that point. Dobbs maybe needed to go for his own Halberdiers. He stunned that actually, or did he just convert a help? I'm not sure. And now we have the Siege Rams on the castle. I think this might be GG incoming quite soon. Forward castle is up. Bombard tower from Dobbs. Yeah, why not? Actually, love to see this. Dobbs is quite low in resources now, losing the castle and no more conquistadors. Actually, 1k 8 food, 1k gold. It's not that low, but he's not able to get his army numbers back. And Lojza using the better boom, the transition into Halberdier Siege Ram, and using the push and the power to win this game. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. GG.